Hello and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial video, and in this video I want to show you that how you can compare the running total of a particular dimension value, which is accessories in this case, with the overall running total of a product. So that way you will see that whether the running total is lower or higher or where it is, based on our values that we are having. So definitely it will be lower, but then what you get to know is how much lower or higher it is as compared to the table. So with that, let me just show you how you can do that. So before I do, just a quick information that this is the workbook where I'm keeping a lot of scenarios related to the line chart, right? And if you want to grab this workbook, then the description is in the the information is in the description on how to get it. Along with this, if you want to get the information about the data set which I am using so that you can follow it along, then the link is given in the description so that you can come here and within the data set sheet you will find my data set, which is the sample superstore data set, right? Also, if you want to know about all of my 300 plus videos and in easy to find sheet, or where you can easily find the any tutorial, then this is also the information is present in the description on how to get it. Okay, so with that additional information, let me come back and first of all move this to my second screen so that I can show you the information about the running total. Okay, so where I am is over here, right? So what I do is, first of all, what I need is basically a new measure to find out the running total. So running total of sales. So I have the running total sales, right? And this will be, I press Alt Enter and VAR variable and underscore max, underscore max state. So this is a part of the standard calculation to find out the maximum date, so that a loop or a recursive calculation can happen based on the maximum order date. Okay, so where are you? My order date, here you are. Oops, sorry, this is what I hate. Okay, max order date, and then what do we want to do is we want to return Alt Enter. We want to return the calculate the sum of sales, right? That will be based on all the orders, right? So we have the sales orders based on the sales orders, and then what do we have is the orders date should be less than or equals to what? Underscore max date. Okay, let's hit it. And one more thing, it is coming in this function. Let me just try to drag it. Will it come? No. So what I'll do is I will just simply copy this and I'll delete this here. I want it to be in the orders table. So what I did is I did not select the order table while I was creating the measures. So that is something which I will do it now, and I will click on the new measure. And in the new measure, I will simply paste what I just wrote earlier. Alright, so I have it here, running total of sales. So what it will do is it will show you the total sum, right? So, or total running total of the entire value. So over here, I have this order date, right? And just so that I keep only year and quarter for this demonstration so that it is easy to see, right? I bring this down and increase the size, and what I'll do is sales, running total sales, right? This is what I created, so I will bring it onto this axis. So this is running total sales of our values, and what I'll do is I will bring on to the filter, and filter was the subcategory, right? So accessories, appliances, and if you see, it is basically changing based on these values. So let me just bring this up. So overall, if you see this running total, it is basically changing based on how our sales are, or how the sales is basically for a particular value. And this is not the impact of the sales order. It should be in a straight line on the upward side. So I just realized that I just need the entire table to be selected over here and not the sales. I should not have specified the sales. So if you see, now the impact is coming, right? So if I now go ahead and select anything, it will not going to change because the formula or the function that I'm using, all. So if you see, if I click it over here, this is all. Now we need similar output that should change based on the selection. So I'm copying this, making sure I'm selecting the orders table and the new measure, right? And once it is appear, I will paste it, and rather than simply saying all, the formula I will say all selected. So that means based on the selection it should change. So running total sales by dimension. Okay, so I just put it out there, and where are you? Yep, there you are. So I select the table and I bring this. Now if you see, I have the sales value which is changing based on the, if nothing is selected, then it is equivalent to the total line, but if something is selected, then the impact is coming. So what you can do is you can select this chart and you can enable the data labels as well, so that you can see the impact. Okay, so this is how I wanted to show you as to how you can show these lines or the line chart that is based on the total sum, total running sum, and the total and the running sum based on which is changing based on the dimension. And you can see the distinction is the all and all selected function. All, just make sure that it is removing the impact of slicer, and all selected takes the impact of the slicer. So I hope you found this information useful and enjoyed this video. With that, I will meet you in the next video with a new topic.